I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll find out here in just a little bit. All right, so it says that I'm live. All right. I guess it's time. I don't know if this phone's going to hold up. I got a mount, so I'm not holding it, but I thought this would be a good time to give you my newest thoughts as I am now driving into work. You know, yesterday I was driving through heavy snow up in the northern Rockies, and today in Arkansas I will be driving through heavy snow. The clouds are, when you see the clouds lowering and thickening, please share this too. When you see the clouds out towards the west where they're getting progressively heavier and heavier and heavier and lower to the ground, that's the precipitation. That's the precipitation making its way to the ground soon, and it's thick. The crowd is getting loaded with moisture. Mena's getting moderate to heavy snow right now. Gas is $2.65 a gallon where I'm at. It's snowing in Onyx. Nothing in Sheridan yet. I'm just sitting at a red light, waiting here. Just gassed up for the weekend. Please share this, and I've got my newest thoughts as I've seen the data. The newest data. So please, again, share this to all of your pages. Tell your friends and your family. These are my newest thoughts here on the impending winter storm, which is already, I can go on right, which is already moving into Arkansas, into western Arkansas. Roads are reported slick and hazardous through Polk County, Scott County, and some other locations in western Arkansas. Our live coverage, it's on right now, by the way. If you want to watch KRK 4 News at noon, that's on right now. Arkansas Today at 2 o'clock. We have a live show at 2 o'clock. Instead of Arkansas style, we are doing nothing but weather coverage. All right. I'm going to give you my newest thoughts here in just a second. I'm going under the speed limit, and there's absolutely nothing going on right now. No, the snow is not going to start in Little Rock until later this afternoon. Give it a 2 or 3 more hours. The traffic that you see on the road right now, this is bad. You do not want traffic like this on the road when it starts to snow. That's when the majority of the accidents happen. So we are asking you, unless you absolutely have to be out, you need to get off the roads within the next 2 or 3 hours in central Arkansas. I apologize if this is bumpy. I threw together this mount at the very last second, so I don't even know if it's working, but we'll just go ahead and assume it is. The snow is coming through western Arkansas. I expect it to be in the metro. Here it is at 12:09. I expect it to be in the metro within the next 2 to 3 hours. It will start off light and then intensify tonight, but with the light snow coming down, every flake will stick, and it will immediately start to cause travel issues, especially bridges and overpasses. I'm looking, RDOT has already pre-treated these roads. That pre-treatment only works down to a certain temperature, but I think we will stay above that threshold. So that's good news. It also only works when it's not washed off by rain, and I don't think we're going to have that. So I think the pre-treatment that RDOT has put on in the city, I think that's going to be fairly effective at keeping roads manageable for a while. But this traffic that you see here right now, this is bad. Traffic like this that you're seeing on I-630, when it starts to snow, is going to cause wrecks. Hopefully everybody's starting to get home. We don't want anybody to be hurt. So unless you absolutely have to be out later this afternoon, we highly recommend, we can't tell you what to do, but we highly recommend just staying home. Now, if my boss is watching, I highly recommend sending me home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be there for a while. That was just a joke. We take ourselves way too seriously sometimes, but what we want to do is make this winter storm memorable for all the right reasons. Snow intensifies tonight, and in some locations, it could come down at the rate of 1 inch per hour. It will be a heavy, wet snow, which means snowballs, snowmen, sleddable snow, even dry, powdery snow is sleddable. But it'll get packed down easily, and it will be good for sledding. Please be careful with that. This weekend, you will see main roads improve, but they won't be totally clear, especially the secondary roads. We begin our special live team coverage coming up at 2 o'clock on KARK. Make sure you're watching. What was that? Something just hit my car. So that's beginning at 2 o'clock, and of course weather and team coverage coming up on KARK 4 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. So we hope that you will join us for that. All right. Now, I have to do a radio update at 12:30 for the Buzz. So I'll be on the Buzz, but I'll be at the station by then at 12:30 with Justin Akery. The snow will continue through tomorrow mid-morning and then taper off from west to east. I think amounts are going to be anywhere in central Arkansas from about, I would say, 5 to 9 to 10 inches, somewhere in there. Don't look at just the high end of the scale. A lot of people will just look at the high end of the scale and say between 5 and 10 inches and say, oh, I'm going to get 10 inches of snow. That's what a lot of people will do, is say that. But that's not going to be the case here. Some places, that's a range, and there's a range there for a reason. 5 inches to as much as 10 inches of snow will be possible. So if you end up with 5 inches, the forecast still verified for your location. Remember, that's a range. A lot of people look at that range and say 5 to 10 inches. 10 inches, well, I'm going to get 10 inches of snow. No, that's not what that means. It means that is possible. That's the high end of the range, and then the low end of the range at your location. So I want to make sure everybody kind of understands that and the clarity with that. No matter what, I think there's going to be an isolated spot somewhere, or 2 or 3, that can get more than 10 inches. Is winter over after this? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Of course, as we all know, winter continues through March. But as far as cold temperatures and wintry weather chances, I do not think it's over with for Arkansas. I'm not saying we're going to have a repeat of what's coming, but I'm saying there will be more chances. Everyone asks me all the time, are we going to get snow this winter? And I always say, oh, we'll get some snow. It's just how much and when. We always get some sort of wintry weather, whether it's sleet or snow or freezing rain. We always get something. And of course, I make it in my backyard. But most of the state, except for far southeast Arkansas, is going to get a good snow. And even there, some snow may fall. All right, I see, again, I'm going to say this again. The amount of traffic on the roads right now, if you copy and paste that to later this afternoon, we are in trouble, period, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. This type of traffic, when it's snowing, is going to cause a lot of issues. Now, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you, based on experience and time, and as you know, based on your experience, when you get just a light amount of snow, when it's this cold and it starts precipitating and the temperatures drop, bridges and overpasses first, then everything else. And there's going to be accidents. So we want to prevent that. But the amount of traffic on the roads right now, it's going to cause first responders headaches. It's going to cause the police, Arkansas State Police, the state troopers, major headaches. So let's try to make their jobs easy and allow the personnel that need to be on the roads, doctors, nurses, emergency personnel who are required and essential to their jobs. Or, their jobs are so important, and I know yours is too. But many of us can work from home too nowadays. But we need to do our best to make sure they can get and help people and make that as helpful and manageable for them as possible. So now I am pulling into downtown. If you see sort of a white kind of powder, looks like on the roads, that's the pre-treatment that the city has put down. So they're prepared. Great preparation. We've seen this coming. I remember saying before I went on vacation, several days before vacation, watch the time period around January 10th. Lo and behold, here we are. Heavy snow starting to come down in far western Arkansas, and it's moving into the metro area later this afternoon. Okay? So it looks like this mountain is held up pretty strongly. All right, let's see here. Oh, people are going to hit me. Hello? There's salespeople. They're leaving. Go work from home. All right. Oh, look at this in a parking garage. Would you look at that? Beep. Now, if I were walking in this parking garage, Laura Monteverdi would try to hit me. And let's just be honest with you. Let's just be honest. Okay. Well, buzz in about 10 minutes or so, and I'll see you at 2 on channel 4, and at 4, 5, 6, 10. Whoops. And as always, thank you so much for your trust.